Brian Daboll has finally hinted that the end of Daniel Jones as the starting quarterback for the New York Giants is here. Brian Daboll gave an answer on Monday that he has never given when it comes to Daniel Jones and being the starting quarterback for this great organization. We're going to break that down around the corner. But if you want the Giants to bench Daniel Jones, hit that thumbs up icon. I want to take the pulse of the fan base. Do you want Daniel Jones on the bench? Hit that thumbs up icon if you do. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Look, if you're still watching Giants content during a bye week while they sit at 2-8, you are a diehard Giants fan, and you deserve better. And I do believe better days are around the corner. I do believe that. And it sounds like a new quarterback could be under center coming up real soon for the New York Giants. Brian Daboll spoke to the media on Monday morning, and he had a different tune to the song when asked about who his starting quarterback is going to be. He said, when asked who is going to be your starting quarterback coming out of the bye, playing against Tampa Bay, Dave said, quote, "We're going to spend a lot of time here watching our tape and evaluating things, and we'll do that as a coaching staff over the next week here. We are evaluating our team at the bye week. It's what we're doing. We'll go back and we'll evaluate everything and decide what we want to do here. We've got this week to go ahead and really dig into this." This is a new response from Brian Daboll. The last 3 weeks, multiple beat reporters have said, is Daniel Jones going to be your quarterback this upcoming Sunday? And Brian Daboll has not hesitated to say, Daniel Jones is our guy. Daniel Jones is playing well. Daniel Jones gives us the best opportunity to win. He keeps saying it. He didn't say it this time. He said we are going to evaluate our options. That tells me that there is a strong chance that Brian Daboll knows that Daniel Jones has played his last snap as a Giants quarterback, which is awesome because Daniel Jones has been the worst quarterback in the National Football League this year that hasn't missed a start. He leads the worst offense in the NFL. He's led you to a 2-8 record, and he's got a $23 million injury guarantee. But thing is, Brian, you're 5 weeks late. You are 5 weeks late to the benching the Daniel Jones party. You are 2-8. You are 2-8 10 weeks through the season. And you could be 5-5 at minimum with Drew Lock, in my opinion. 21-18 loss versus Washington. You allow 7 field goals. Should have won that game. 20-15 versus Dallas. How many times did we say in that game, here's your chance, Daniel. Go win the game, Daniel. Didn't do it. The 17-7 loss against Cincinnati. That should have been a win. How many times did they give you an opportunity to win? And then a late touchdown made it a 2-score game. What about the game against Pittsburgh? Game-losing interception on the final drive. What about the 27-22 loss to Washington? Should have won that game. And you damn sure should have beat the Carolina Panthers. I'm not saying Drew Lock wins you all those one-score games. But what about instead of being 2-8, you're 5-5? Or you're 4-6? Or maybe you're 6-4? But it doesn't matter because it didn't happen. Because Brian Daboll didn't wisen up. Brian Daboll didn't smarten up. Brian Daboll didn't prioritize what is best for this football team. And that's moving on from Daniel Jones. At 2-8, your season's over. It doesn't matter who's at quarterback anymore because nothing matters when it comes to wins and losses anymore except for improving or making your draft pick worse. The Giants are 5-5 at minimum with average QB play. If Tyrod Taylor's your quarterback, you're probably 6-4. I want to celebrate. I want to pop champagne. I want to be like, hell yeah, Giants are trying to win games. It doesn't matter. They're 2-8. Season's cooked, just like Daniel Jones' career. How could you not bench him earlier? Second worst scoring offense. Bottom 8 yards per game. Bottom 7 passing yards per game. And you have the worst passing touchdowns per game in the NFL. There's only 32 teams in the league. I know some people forget that. You are bottom 9 in every statistical category that matters as a quarterback. Daniel Jones has been the worst starting quarterback in the NFL this season. And you're 2-8. And it took you 10 weeks to realize in year 6. Not to mention, benching him 5 weeks ago would have saved you potentially $23 extra million. And thank God they're doing it now. Because could you imagine if you rolled out Daniel Jones against Tampa Bay and he has another neck injury and he can't pass a physical this upcoming spring and then he's on the roster for $41 million? That's a fireable offense. That's jail-worthy time. But it doesn't matter. Brian Daboll wasted a season. He wasted your time. He wasted my time. He wasted your money. He messed with my mental emotions and my mental health. He wasted a season hoping and praying that Daniel Jones would turn it around. No one answered those hopes and no one answered those prayers either. But it didn't take this year to know that. It didn't take last year to know that Daniel Jones wasn't the guy. Daniel Jones in his last 17 starts is 3-14. He has won 3 games out of his last 17 tries as a starter. But it's worse than that, baby. He has 10 passing touchdowns in his last 17 starts. I repeat, he has thrown the ball that ended up in a completion that then resulted in people dancing 10 times in 17 quarters. 10 times, I believe, in 68 quarters. He's done that 10 times. He's also thrown 14 picks in his last 17 games. And he has a whopping 183 yards per game in his last 17 contests. It is honestly impressive how bad of a football player that Daniel Jones is. We will never, ever see a quarterback like Daniel Jones again. The things he has done, or I guess the lack of things that he has done, is unreal. We're going to go and break down some stats for you that might just give you a laugh around the corner because I know I needed one. But first, if you want to show some love to someone that knows what it means to be a Giant, someone that plays with Giants pride, and someone that's actually a damn good football player, go to chatsports.com/Burns. Chatsports.com/Burns and show some love to the guy that's playing through an injury and leaving every ounce that he has on the field every Sunday. Show him some love. Chatsports.com/Burns. Get yourself a Brian Burns jersey. We will never, ever see a quarterback like Daniel Jones again. The run he is on as a starting quarterback in this league is historic. Historically bad. Shout out to WBG84, my guy. One of the best follows on Giants Twitter. Give him a follow. My man was cooking with these tweets. Signs when you know you have a bad offense and bad QB play. A 43-yard defensive pass interference penalty. Carolina kicking off short of the landing zone. Starting the drive at your own 40. 3rd and 1 at your own 49. 2nd and 13 at the opposing 21. 3rd and 7 at the opposing 8. The end results for those drives: punt, missed field goal, sack, INT. It gets worse. Daniel Jones has thrown 5 red zone INTs since 2023. That's the most by any QB in that span. Do we remember how many games he played in 2023? Oh, yeah, not even half a season. WBG84 with more. Daniel Jones is the first QB in 30 years to have 5 games with 37-plus passing attempts and 0 passing TDs. And he's just the second QB to ever accomplish this in NFL history. Wow. What about this one from NFL on CBS? He has the fewest passing TDs by a QB to start each of the team's first 10 games over the last 5 seasons. Kenny Pickett, the lowest in 2023 at 6. Then 2024, Daniel Jones. Then 2021, Trevor Lawrence. Then 2020, 2022, and 2021, Daniel Jones. You cannot make this shit up. The 33rd team, the longest active streaks of games with less than 3 passing TDs, minimum 5 attempts. Number 1, Daniel Jones. 57 games. This guy has not thrown 3 passing TDs in 57 straight games. The next closest is 14 games. I always wake up the next day after game days and I'm like, there's no way these stats and records can get worse. And every week, they get worse. I say this with as much respect as I can. When Adam Schefter fires off this tweet, when Adam Schefter tweets out that the New York Giants are releasing Daniel Jones, and I've had a damn good life, this will be the best day of my life. I will cry tears of joy. I will thank God, and I will be so freaked. You guys do not know what this day will mean to me, and I can't wait to experience it together. This will be the best day of my life. If you're ready for the Daniel Jones era to be over, like the video. Just do it. Just like the video. Because I needed it 6 years ago. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram at @MarshallGreen_. Hit me up over there. And DJ, we'll see you later.